Hello and welcome. I'm the E10 Man, and this is a not Call of the End Times. It's beginning of the End Times. Call of the End Times. Beginning of the End Times multiplayer battle. It is Skaven against Dwarves. Let's play it. I'm gonna cut soon because it takes a while for me to set up, as I accidentally pressed start battle at the beginning. So, the Dwarfs team is me and Lord Joe. I brought in 4 Dwarven Warriors, 4 Iron Drakes, 2 Longbeards, 2 Longbeards with axes, 2 Dwarven axes, Troll Slayers, and 4 Thunderers, and my general unit is Iron Breakers. As you can see, I put most of my money into the Iron Drakes. Lord Joe brought in an Eldar, a unit of Elders, a unit of Great Beards. I think the Elders have his general. Nope, I'm mistaken. Is it the Great Beards? No, I actually do not know which unit is his general unit. He brought in 2 Mortars, 4 Thunderers over here, 4 Long Beards, and 2 Iron Breakers. So he's, again, going for the more solid Dwarven line, while I'm a little more utility. No, not utility. What is it? Specialist, perhaps? Now I'm using Indypride's battle replay because I forgot my battle replay. So yeah. So here we have the Skaven side, Indypride and MysticFade. And now Indypride has brought, I think, 4 units of Storm Vermin, a Screaming Bell, 2 Rattling Gunners, bunch of Skaven Slaves and Clan Rats, 3 Warplock Jezzails, some Clan Rat Pikemen, and I think a couple, 5 Storm Vermin, and I think he brought a couple Albino Guard as well. Now MysticFade brought in 1 unit of Rattling Gunners, Rat Ogres, many Storm Vermin, Albino Guard, Clan Rat Pikemen in the front, with some Clan Rats, with quite a few Clan Rats at the back. He also has Screaming Bell and some small rats right in the middle. So those are the armies. They're pretty cool. As you go along this line, it's just a line of pikes. That's what it is. It's a beautiful line of pikes, very shiny, very sharp, very scary looking. Look at that. Look at this. Yeah, he has a lot of Albino Guard, as you can obviously tell, and then these are more Storm Vermin and whatnot. But yeah, so those are the armies. I'll cut to where the battle actually begins. Alright, so here we go. The Skaven hordes are coming forth onto my Dwarven line. I have my Thunders in front, and I don't have them that spread out, but you know, it's okay. I sent my 2 Dwarven Axes and two of my Iron Drakes up there for a better view on the battlefield. On this flank I have Longbeards and Longbeards with axes, along with 2 more Iron Drakes. My Iron Drakes actually get kind of shot up at the beginning by the Warplock Jezzails once they actually get into range by Iron Drakes who have amazing range, by the way. Just open fire on the Skaven hordes once they get into range. What's great about the Iron Drakes is that they can burn through so many units at the same time. So it's really good for, you know, Skavens or vampire counts. Factions with giant armies. Well, with numerous models in their unit. Now here, their guys get close, so I have to pull back these Iron Drakes, though they've been doing quite a lot of damage. And now they charge in. MysticFade charges in his Clan Rat Pikemen. And Lord Joe's mortars are firing down. The Warplock Jezzails are firing in on our men, which are not good. I sent my Thunders back here. The Clanrat Pikemen seem to not have charged fully, which gives my Iron Drakes time to fire on them, which is good for me. Now this unit of Iron Drakes was not really taken out, but I think my other unit of Iron Drakes, where are they? Okay, no, they're right here. Yeah, they're being just shot up by the... You can see how many units that they lost. There are only 6 of them left because the Warplock Jezzails just destroyed them, which I don't like. The Warplock Jezzails, I don't like it at all. So Indypride brought some of his 2 units of Storm Vermin and an Albino Guard and a Warplock Jezzails on this flank because MysticFade committed all of his troops to the front, which was not a good idea, because that allowed my Iron Drakes up here to fire down onto their units, which really did a lot of damage. So that was good, for me at least. And yeah, my Longbeards with axes are trying to hold up their Albino Guard, and now the Storm Vermin are gonna come and fight my Longbeards. Unfortunately, he manages to get his Albino Guard down to here, I think. Down to get these guys. My 1 unit of Iron Drakes has already been depleted, so that was kind of sad. And now he's starting to focus fire on these guys, although I'm able to get some good shots off on MysticFade's Storm Vermin. This side, I'm not fighting anybody yet, but Lord Joe sent one of his units of Iron Breakers down. These 2 units of Iron Drakes have gone down quite a bit. Lord Joe is sending both of his Iron Breakers. So far, Indypride has not committed any troops to Lord Joe as of yet, as Lord Joe is on the mountain. Instead, they seem to be teaming up on my army, since it's in a more easy position to get in. My Iron Drakes have been like destroyed. I don't think there's a unit of them with more than 20 men in their unit. Which one? No, this guy has 5, and just right now it's more of it's just a bloody brawl, trying to survive. Lord Joe, thankfully, with his Iron Breakers, is protecting my Iron Drakes, who are firing down right into the flank of him. Look at this! Look at this beautiful shots. Warplock Jezzails are taken out some of my own Iron Breakers, but I'm positioning my Iron Drakes to fire on the side of Indypride Storm Vermin, or tying them down. I'm setting my Dwarven Axes over there, as this flank is quite, well, it's good, like, it's quite solid. Thunders are just firing down. Now Indypride has finally started to send some units up to attack Lord Joe, and Lord Joe is positioning his units correctly. Mortars are still firing down. Over on this side, we see that all these dead Iron Drakes, but we see Storm Vermin fighting my Longbeards, and frankly, the Storm Vermin seem to be winning, which is quite weird, because they have pikes and we have shields and with dwarves. But he does have Albino Guard in there as well. My dwarves are having a hard time fighting them for some reason. But I repositioned these guys a bit more to get a better shot off. And right here, not the best shot. I don't think I actually killed anyone. But by my Dwarven Axes over there, and now MysticFade sent in his Rat Ogres, which is also his general unit, and now they're fighting my Longbeards with axes. My Longbeards with axes seem to be winning, although we still have lost quite a few. And his MysticFade's Albino Guard are doing really well. Even more Albino Guard, although Lord Joe's Ironbreakers seem to be doing what? Are they going to charge in or not? I don't know. But my Iron Drakes are firing in. So yeah, we closed this flank down. Now it's only right here for me. My Iron Drakes are still firing in on these Albino Guards, which is the easiest way to kill an Albino Guard. I've already killed all of these guys with Iron Drakes, which is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Indypride sent some men up this way at Lord Joe's Thunderers. So they're gonna have a rough time. Mortars are firing. Lord Joe seems to be fairly spread out against the Storm Vermin and Albino Guard. The Warplocks are going to power down on these Greybeards. And Rattling Guns as well, which will just tear apart the Greybeards of Lord Joe. Seems like Indypride has sentenced his Screaming Bell to fight the Longbeards, which is both a good idea and bad idea. It looks like they're beating Lord Joe's Longbeards, and over here that his Ironbreakers have broken, which is quite strange. Rattling Gunners are firing in the back of Lord Joe's Longbeards. Bad micromanaged mistake. Thunders, they're actually holding fairly well against Lord Joe's Thunders are holding fairly well against Indypride's Skaven. But Lord Joe is sending up his Ironbreakers, who are followed by Albino Guard. And this unit of Ironbreakers as well. Now where's my Iron Drakes? Yes, there are 10 more models in the, 10 more soldiers in this unit, 8 more soldiers in this unit of Iron Drakes. I don't know where the rest of them are, but I know that I get some fairly good shots off. If okay, they're right here, they're gonna die. But I know that I had another unit of Iron Drakes that did very well right here. I think overall I got maybe 1,000 kills with my 4 units of Iron Drakes, so that wasn't that bad. Some Storm Vermin, very small unit of Storm Vermin, just broke from one shot of my Iron Drakes, who they were attacking Thunderers and Troll Slayers. I sent in to attack the Rat Ogres, which is exactly what I got the Troll Slayers for, because I know that Skaven like to have Rat Ogres sometimes. This right here is a very long and drawn out fight between a unit of Albino Guard and 2 units of Storm Vermin against 2 Longbeards, 1 Ironbreaker, and 2 Dwarven Axes, and we eventually win this confrontation, except we lose quite a few men from this, and it's kind of sad that us Dwarfs could not hold our own against 3 units of Skaven. It's quite redonkulous. There's still some Rattling Guns that are firing, so I sent in one of my units, one of my units of Longbeards with axes. I was gonna send them over there, but I decided not to and just shoot them with my Thunderers, and thankfully they break, so I send my Longbeards with axes into the back of these Albino Guard. And now this unit of Albino Guard of MysticFade are charging down. They seem to be, I think, they're gonna attack my Thunderers, completely ignoring these Iron Drakes and attacking my Thunderers, which allows me to be able to shoot into the back of the Albino Guard. I'm also sending this guy over here, this unit of Thunderers over here, to fire in. So we won the initial confrontation, but now it's just long, drawn-out brawl between the remaining units on the field. Now, Lord Joe, his Thunderers managed to win against the Skaven clan rats and slaves. But somehow Lord Joe sent, for some reason, only 2 of his Ironbreakers are actually fighting these guys, but it's just enough to keep these Albino Guard tied down so that the Thunderers can shoot into them. The rest of the Ironbreakers are actually fighting the rest of the Albino Guard, with these Ironbreakers also coming in to attack. So it seems like Lord Joe, he lost a lot of his soldiers, especially right here. Screaming Bell is still alive, fighting the Longbeards, although the Longbeards seem to think that victory is certain. It is good. Very good. Over here the Elders are chomping at the Albino Guard, except they seem to be losing, which is not good for us. But Lord Joe also has a unit of his Longbeards up here as well. But Warplock Giselles are also fighting in. Although the Thunders, I imagine, are going to also do some damage. Although there's even another unit of Warplocks. So actually, I started to send my Iron Drakes up here to help Lord Joe. And now MysticFade's general went down right here. So now I'm sending up my unit of Iron Drakes to help out Lord Joe. One of my units started routing. MysticFade's Albino Guard is standing quite well against even bullets to the faces, apparently. Which is just crazy. MysticFade has finally sent in his Screaming Bell. I think if he sent it in earlier, it would possibly done better, but, you know, it managed to scare away one of my units, which I think come back. So I don't think that's a problem. I have a lot of men here, and we have defeated most of the Albino Guard, and there's only the 10 Rat Ogres left to take care of. But then, of course, the Screaming Bell. Over here, we have lost many men, but the Storm Vermin and Albino Guard are finally going down. The Albino Guard still have 60 units left. The Storm Vermin went down, but not the Albino Guard. They still have 60 men left. My Troll Slayers are still fighting well against the Rat Ogres. My Thunders are firing into the Screaming Bell, which then charge the Thunderers. You don't know. Alright, now I have my Dwarven Warriors back. They're going to charge the back of these Albino Guard, which are fighting the other unit of Thunderers, although they left these 8 alive. So, you know, I don't know why they did that. Up here, my this unit of Thunderers were just decimated by the Warplock Giselles, which I think were taken out by Lord Joe's mortars, which are very good. Storm Vermin, they're exhausted, and they are the same number as the Longbeards, except the thing is with dwarves, they fight better than most other factions when they're tired. Like, okay, sure, they're worse fighters than at the beginning, but they get better at, well, they degrade slower, I imagine. Albino Guard are still winning against the Elders, who have lost a lot of men. Lord Joe's Greatbeards are still fighting these Clan Rat Pikemen, which I've now just routed. These Albino Guard are just kind of sitting here. I think they won the confrontation against these certain Iron Breakers. But now, over here, Screaming Bell, they're still fighting the Longbeards, but they're losing now, and more Iron Breakers are coming up, along with more Thunderers. So it seems that all in all, Warplock Giselles is still alive, and my 2 Iron Breakers, they're gonna fire into the Storm Vermin, which they do. They kill quite a few. I think they also kill a few dwarves as well, but you know, that's okay. I think soon these Warplock Giselles notice the Iron Drakes. I don't know when. Okay, so these guys are routing. Now there's only the Storm Vermin fighting the Longbeards. Let's see. Yes, we fight again. This time, this one killed more Longbeards, but you know, it also killed few storm vermin. But, you know, it was a mistake. Over here, the Screaming Bell are still chewing through my Thunderers. The Albino Guard are really just killing my Dwarf Warriors, but they're giving them my Thunderers time to just fire into them. I also have a unit of Thunderers here to fire into the back of these Albino Guard, which have been whittled down to 40, though I still have lost a lot of Dwarves over here, so it was kind of sad. I lost my two entire units of Dwarven Axes, so that was quite sad. And now I think at this time the Skaven armies have decided to quit. Yep, both Skaven players have admitted defeat, and this is victory. I think up here yes, right, no, where is it? I want to find it. Come on, it's hard to look. Okay, right here. Yeah, man, my two final Iron Drakes finally went down. So, Indypride and MysticFade were defeated. Their hordes of Skaven. They fought well. It was a close defeat. I only had, well, yeah, we had a little more than them, but still, it was still a really good battle. Apparently, he killed quite a lot, especially with his pikemen. I'm surprised at how many kills his pikemen got. His clan rat pikemen. More kills than the rattling gun. No, that's casualties sustained. Never mind. Casualties inflicted. The rattling gunners and Warplock Jezzails did a lot more. For some reason, I thought that these were kills, but no. So yeah, it was a very good battle. It was very fun to play, and well, I hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you next time, and goodbye.